Yo, get my hat right. Let me get everything right, get situated, pull my shirt down. Ooh, that thing squeaking. Yo. What's up, everybody? This is Ray Bradford. This is Scatterbrain, the Ray Bradford Podcast, episode 10. We made it 10 in. That's a celebrate. That's a cause for celebration in itself. Again, keep liking, keep sharing. Subscribe to the channel if you can. Tell a friend to tell a friend so they can tell a friend. Let's get the views up. Let's get the downloads up. Appreciate everybody who's been supporting me so far. It's been a journey. We hoping to get to 100. We trying to get to 100 episodes. So keep liking, keep subscribing. That'll push me to even go harder. Again, we at the beautiful Smashing Company Studios in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. As you can see, the branded colors behind me. You got the nice blue and the nice orange. That's a brand color of Smashing Company. If you need any podcast services done, any audio services, we'll come record your podcast. We'll record the audio for you if you need that. If you need video services well done, we'll come do that. If you need both, we'll come do both of those. If you need some studio sessions, some vocals done, some production done, some mix and mastering, what else? Whatever you need in the studio. If you need some music video shot, we can do that. You need photography. You need whatever. Like I always say, we're a one-stop shop, all in one. We'll do everything for you. We'll wash your dog if we need to, huh? You hear me? Appreciate everybody, the team who always help, man. I'm in here solo dolo tonight, man. Everybody got some obligations, but the show must go on. I thought I was gonna have my sister on this week, man, because I know, a lot of people like when my sister was on, so I thought I was gonna have her back. But my baby girl, my nieces, she's sick. She had real bad asthma flare up here this past weekend. And that thing was bad. I mean, I went to see her. I had a gig yesterday, so I went and seen her before I left for my gig. And man, when I tell you, I sit down to talk to her, and I could hear it in her breath. I didn't grow up dealing with asthma. My sister did, but my sister 11 years older than me, so she didn't really have any major asthma attacks that I can remember. But seeing my niece, doggone, she breathing, I'm asking her, "Are you all right? Can you breathe?" And she telling me, "Yeah, I can breathe. I'm fine." I said, "No, you ain't. No, you ain't." That thing was rattling and stuff, boy. It got me scared, boy. I ain't got kids, so, I don't know nothing about all that. But just when it happened, it get on me and get bad. I get nervous. But I was at my gig, and then I called my sister. We were talking about some stuff we was going to talk about today. She actually had some decent topics. I told her to pick some topics that we'll talk about. But I called her last night to talk about it, and, let's just go over these topics. And I also wanted to mess with my niece because I asked her to do something for me. And they in the daggum hospital. Boy, I've been running all week since Thursday. And I see they on the hospital, and I get nervous, man. Nervous. So y'all pray for my sister, pray for my niece. Hopefully she's better. She's just trying to get, she's going through young lady problems too. She's 11, so she'll be 12 next year. She's starting to go through young lady problems and stuff. I don't want to put her business out there, but so y'all pray for all you women. Send some advice. Send me some advice to talk to my niece. I need women advice on how to deal with young women. Oh Lord! First thing I think about is buying a pistol, because I'm pistol whoop somebody son or something if they play with my niece. So, but other than that, send me some advice so I can know how to maneuver this thing, how to how to work in the world, man. Y'all, I don't understand it. I just be wanting to tell her, get your butt up, go take some medicine. But that don't work. That don't work. Be curled up like a little doggone frog. Again, we gonna talk about sports, man. You know, I sports have become a thing of mine because I'm starting to. I've been a sports fan, so I always been a sports fan, but I'm starting to see that I'm right a lot of times. I'm right. You know, I ain't keep normally I don't keep up with it, but now that I got these podcasts recorded, I can go back and listen to it and see what I said or see what you know, I ain't got to guess. Like, did I actually say it? No, I actually said it. Um, There's some things going on in the sports world, but before we get in the sports world, I want to give a big shout out to uh Sean Martin, man. He probably won't see this, or because the world is big. World is huge, but the world is small. 6 degrees of separation is real. You know what I'm saying? But he's one of my major influences in music, right? Seeing him play with Snarky Puppy again, I always talk about Snarky Puppy, but seeing him play with them, it helped. He was one of the things that made me want to reach out further in my gift. Uh, he's battling some issues. I don't know everybody, all the Dallas cats, all his close friends are saying, just don't worry about what he's dealing with. Just pray. Just pray for him. And I want to say, man, I'm sending a prayer up for you. You are needed out here. You still have work to do. It ain't your time. You a legend, but you ain't a job with no. Let me I want to phrase this right. You ain't your work has been completed, legend. You know. You're a legend that still has some more work to do, man, for to inspire the young cats, man, make them want to reach new heights, man. We need you out here, so I'm praying for you, Sean Martin, and all his friends and family, man. I hope y'all can push through this, and when he come out on the other side, he come out, if not the same, he come out better, man. God, it's hard to say in times like this, but God don't make no mistakes, man. So praying for you. I also want to say I'm praying for my brother, my friend, longtime music collaborator and partner, Jeffrey Reynolds. He had some issues. I don't think he hasn't publicly said what his issues were, so I don't want to say that. But I just seen he had an issue, man. I'm praying for you, my brother. Cried today at church, so I'm praying for you, man. Get some sleep, bro. I tell all my friends, man, get some sleep. Cause if it's one thing I'ma do, man, I'ma sleep, bro. I'ma find a way to get 8 hours a day. I may get 2 hours here, 10 minutes here, 30 minutes here. That's so now I'm at 240, and I may get 5 hours and some change at night. But I'm gonna find a way to make sure I get 8 hours. Cause I know everybody for the longest in the rap and hip hop culture, black culture, we were saying sleep is the cousin of death. I sleep when I die, blah, blah, blah. Man, it's proven that you need sleep for your brain to operate at its highest function. This is statistically proven. All them cats who were telling you they weren't sleeping and they don't get tired. They lying. They lying, man. They lying. Get some sleep, bro. Any of my brothers. Cause being a musician is it's a dangerous job, man. It ain't like, it's basically like being a truck driver. Now that I think about it, in this moment, it just hit me. It's like being a freaking truck driver, but you're not driving 18 hours or no 10 hours. Well, yeah, you're not driving stuff like that. But you'll probably rehearse, or you got, let's paint a scenario. Say you got a family, wife and kids. So you gotta wake up 6 o'clock. Let's say 6 o'clock. You gotta wake up, get your kids right, get them off to school. And you come back home, you talk to your wife, or your wife may have a job. So all in one swoop, that 6 to 8 o'clock range is family time. Then 8 o'clock, if you doing other entrepreneurial stuff to further your financial, your financial portfolio, you probably work from 8 to 2, or let's say 8 to 4, 8 to 5. and you doing stuff to further your financial. If you got part-time job, or you may have a full-time job, so you work from 8 to 5. Uh, and even in that, let's say you don't have a full-time job, but you're doing stuff to further your entrepreneur career, and you also have to learn music. You have to say you're an MD, you have to program some stuff. Say you're a producer, you have to produce music and reach out to people and get stuff going and all of this. Uh, so your 8 to 5 is taken. And then after 5, if you're a professional musician and you're a gig and working musician, let me not say professional musician, because there's a lot of musicians who are working musicians but aren't professional musicians, and there's a lot of working musicians who just don't take the craft seriously. So I don't want to say you're a professional musician. Argument for another day. Come at me, bro. We can argue. But let's say you're a working musician. After 5, you may have to work. But let's say where you're working, it's not in your town that you stay in, your city that you stay in. So you have to travel. You have to drive. So that's why I say it's like a truck driver, because you've been working all these hours, and just because you weren't physically like working, you're still mentally working, and you can get mental fatigue, and that leads to things. It's just, man, it's a hard job sometimes that we have to do, unless you stay in a city like LA, New York, Atlanta, Miami, these cities Nashville, these cities that have they have ample opportunity and amount of opportunity to gig in the town. When you stay in small towns like we stay in, you have to travel for your work. Or like a New Orleans. New Orleans, man, you can literally, bro. You have to hustle, but you can work enough in New Orleans to where you don't need a job. But there's benefits that come with a full-time job. Like insurance and stuff, insurance, Medicare. They take out taxes and all this stuff. So it's benefits. But yeah, man, pray for musicians, man. Any musician that's going through tough times. I also want to give a big shout out and a huge take your rest, sir. Your job has been completed. Legend. Ahmad Jamal. I learned about Ahmad Jamal when I was in college, probably my second year in college, when I really started taking the jazz program seriously. Well, I didn't take the jazz. You know what? By my third year, it took me like 3 years. Mr. Panella had to have a talk with me, and told me either I'm gonna do this or I'm not. But once he had that talk, I started taking the jazz programs more seriously, and I found out about Ahmad Jamal, one of we talk about Clyde Stubblefield. We've talked about him on this podcast briefly before, but he's one of the most sampled drummers ever. Like, hip hop has sampled Clyde Stubblefield so many times. But Ahmad Jamal is among one of those musicians, that class of musicians that has been sampled a lot. He passed away, I want to say, at 92. He passed away last week. Man, a legend. Y'all go listen to him on how you pronounce this? Poencia. Or go check out any of his stuff. Ahmad plays the blues and all this stuff. Man, it's beautiful. Beautiful playing. Beautiful tonality. It just sounds good to the ear. It's pleasing. Go check out Ahmad Jamal, a legend. You lived a good, fruitful life. You can't say it was a tragic death or anything. When you live to be 92, man, you lived a good, fruitful life. It's a lot of fruit from that tree. Many jazz musicians who play jazz till this day are fruit from his tree. In the jazz world, you can't really say someone is fruit from one tree, so I won't say it's just his tree, but it's a lineage of people, man, that he's in that lineage of that. Most of jazz pianists have studied. If they're serious jazzers, they have studied him, and they have studied him well. And man, take your rest, sir. Job well done. We appreciate you. We love you. Uh, I wish I could have met you in person. A just a staple for musicians, man. If you're in that world, we will miss you, man. But your legacy will live longer than I live. When I die, your legacy will live on. So we appreciate you, man. Um, yeah, this week was crazy, man. This past week was crazy. Had a pretty solid week myself, man. Monday, Tuesday was cool. Wednesday I had what did I do Wednesday? Wow, I can't remember. Wednesday, I think this podcast came out and I was stressed. I was stressed because I went to another form of marketing, as far as like sharing the access to the podcast. So I'm trying to use Linktree. I'm trying to figure out how to actually share this and share everything that is Ray Bradford, because that's one of the goals, right? I'm I know I'm on this podcast. I do this podcast. I host this podcast, but I also make music. I also produce music. I also talk crap on social media. Like to talk crap. Uh, I make music videos. I teach bass guitar. It's gonna be bass guitar lesson videos coming soon, like very soon. I post videos of me playing on social media, as far as like just to it's not a showboat thing, but it's just to show that it's more to bass playing than actually just going dum 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 dum. It's more to bass playing than just that. You can be technically proficient bass player and have chops, and not just like chops to go pentatonic, digga 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 digga. You can actually have chops and play melodic lines. You can play lines that spread the neck of the bass. So I just like showing that the balance of those two, right? Um, so I was a little stressed, but with this link, so with this link tree, I'm trying to connect all of these worlds. Like, hey, here go everything that deals with Ray Bradford. That is Ray Bradford is putting out himself, not that he collaborated with someone and they're putting out. But this is everything from Ray Bradford in one link. Here you go, boy. Look at here. I'm stressed out. But we gonna figure it out. Guess what, man? With stress come, hey, you either gonna figure it out or you gonna damn. We used to say back in my college days, you gonna bag down like a crawdad. I don't know what that means. I can't tell you what that means. I don't even know where I heard this from, who I heard it from. I just know me and my friends started saying you gonna bag down like a crawdad. And I've been saying it ever since. And we also used to say, are you gonna barbecue or you gonna meal do? Holy moly donut shop. Look, so when that stress comes, you gonna either barbecue or you gonna meal do, man. Them your two options. Them your two options. So I'm trying to barbecue. Trying to barbecue. We're gonna figure it out one way or another, man. One way or another, man. I just want y'all to tap into that Ray Bradford world, man. Like I said, probably a podcast or two ago. Um, New music coming in July. July. Hold me to it. Any Ray Bradford fan out there, if you like my music, you like the person that I am, which most people don't get to actually meet me in person and talk, because I don't want to say I'm an introvert, because I'm not an introvert, but I'm shy. So like when I first meet you, I'm never gonna talk to you like this until, one of us gotta be the icebreaker. You gotta break the ice. Because if I gotta break the ice, it's gonna be weird. Because anyway, I'm a weird person like that. But if you break the ice, I'd gladly talk to you and chop it up with you. But out the gate, I'm shy. So yeah, man, all them worlds. I'm trying to connect all them worlds. Thursday we had a gig in Thibodaux, Louisiana, at Nichols State, man. Outside, had some fun, man. It's weird playing at colleges now. It's weird playing at colleges because I forget now that I'm older, but I still feel like I'm in college sometimes. Feel like college is hazing me, man, forever. College is hazing me, but Yeah, so it's weird seeing kids, man, and then they come talk to you and they, kind of say, they slip in like, sir. Like, bro, you do not have to say sir to me, bro. You can say bro. You can call me Raymond. You can call me Ray. Cause you basically an adult. But anyway, that was weird. But Nickel State was cool though, man. They had a little crawfish boil, a lot of crawfish. Damn, it looked like unlimited crawfish. How many people just had 4, 5 plates walking around. We did that, and then Friday played a gig in New Orleans, man. Nice win at the where were we Friday? Were we at Noma? No. I feel like we were at Noma. I can't even remember. And then Saturday played we film on Sundays. So we film on Sundays here for the podcast. So Saturday we played. Where did we play yesterday? It was a nice spot, man. It was off of like Magazine Street, St. Charles Street, that area in New Orleans. I don't even know if that meant all the New Orleans people may see this and be like, dude, they are not in the same area. But to me, I take the same exit to get over there. So I call them the same area. But it's just off of St. Charles. It's a nice church, man. Nice wedding. Nice, simple to the point. We just got in there, we played, and we got on out. I loved it. Yeah, man, playing weddings is. I asked y'all about grief a podcast or two ago. I did not plan to talk on this, but playing these weddings make me think about this. This another thing like I deal with grief, right? So it's like I lost both my parents. So in a sense, I'm I'm an orphan right now. Who want to adopt me? Adopt this 33-year-old man. But yeah, I'm an orphan. So I play weddings. This is the most cruel thing I could have did to myself, right? If I'm dealing with grief or I'm trying to get past something, this is one of the most cruel things I could have ever did for myself. I play weddings damn near every weekend, maybe 2-3 weddings a weekend, man, or maybe one. It may be one wedding, but it pays extreme. If it's one wedding, it pays extremely well. But like, so maybe 2 weddings at a weekend. And dude, when I tell you, mother son dances and father daughter dances send me on an emotional roller coaster, bro. How do you deal with that? Like you put your it's what you can say it's idiocracy because I want something different, but I keep doing the same thing. I keep doing the same thing every week. Like, man, no, I'm gonna be straight, man. I'm gonna be straight. Then they have us play these like touching songs, man. Like, and it be like country songs. It's some country songs that are like, whoo, I do Rascal Flatts My Wish. My wish for you. Dude, every time I be in the back like, oh man, here we go. I'm gonna cry today. But I always hold it in, man. We did one of my guilty pleasure songs this weekend. We played Closing Time by Semi Sonic. When I tell you that is a guilty pleasure song of mine, bro, that doggone song will lift my whole mood, man. If I could sing, I would sing it to you. Matter of fact, I can't sing, but I'm gonna sing it to you. Closing time, one last call for alcohol. But that joint, them folks, man, you wrote a good song with that one, Simi Sonny. Y'all probably pay for the rest of y'all life off that song. And y'all should be. Y'all deserve every penny that you got from that song. Every copper penny, every aluminum nickel. Is the nickel made aluminum? God damn it, I don't know. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, but I'm in the shed though. Yeah, man. So that was my week in a nutshell, man. We trying to, man, you know what? I didn't talk about this last podcast, but it needs to be said. If you are my age and grew up playing Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Dreamcast, you grew up playing any of these systems, you know this game, Super Mario. That movie is, man, phenomenal, bro. Everybody was complaining about Chris Pratt playing Mario. He was great, bro. He was great. Bowser, Jack Black, great, bro. That movie was great. That peaches, 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 peaches. The movie been out for a while now, so if you ain't seen it, this is no spoiler alerts. This is you just behind, and you need to get your ass up and go to the movie theater. When I tell you, man, that movie was phenomenal. When they looked at each other, they said, "I told you, as long as we have each other, we'll never be alone." The kid in me melted. The kid in me melted, man. Bro, that movie is phenomenal. I can't wait till Super Mario 2 come out because if you why do tell me this. Tell me this. Tell me this. And please make this plain and clear for me. Make this plain. Why do y'all come to the movies and not stay through the mid-credit scene and the post-credit scene? Soon as the credits come on, y'all leave. Hey, Marvel has changed the game, people. Marvel has changed the game. It's gonna be at least a mid-credit scene in at least 45 to 60% of movies that come out. It's gonna be at least a mid-credit scene. So just sit your ass down and stay. Stay. You missed it. So when people like me get on here and tell you, hey man, Yoshi is gonna be in Super Mario 2, you feel offended. And like we dropped some information that you shouldn't have seen. And guess what, man? Sit your ass in your seat and watch it all. Guardian of the Galaxy come out next week. On Cinco de Mayo. That's the craziest thing. These people, I know I'm going Thursday. I'm going to see it Thursday night. I need to buy my ticket. Matter of fact, I want y'all to watch me buy my ticket. You know what? I better not buy my ticket because my niece may beat me up if I don't take her to see this movie with me. So I'm going to talk to her first before I buy this ticket. But Marvel, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is coming out Friday. Hey, sit your ass down until the screen go completely black and the lights come up. Don't leave. It's information. Now, if you just a casual movie goer, movie fan, Marvel fan, Super Mario fan, whatever, you just a casual fan of whatever you're going to watch, okay, I understand. Don't stay. But don't be mad when people tell you what's going on. Don't be mad. Because I'm going to watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and in 2 weeks from when I go watch it, I will come on here and report about it. I will report about it. I also think that Super Mario 2 will be better than. Ooh. See, we as people, we got this bad about comparing stuff. But I think Super Mario 1 was better than Sonic 1 and 2. And Sonic 1 and 2 was great. Sonic 2 was great actually once they brought Tails and Knuckles in, it was freaking great. But I think Super Mario is better than both of those. And I think Super Mario it's already a huge franchise, right? Games, toys, whatever. It's already a huge franchise. But I think this movie is finna take the folklore of this great thing, this nostalgic thing that we all love, and make it even bigger. Cause they really did. Like the animation was amazing. Everything was amazing, man. Top tier, top notch. Also, since I'm in the review mode, Snowfall. Listen here, guys. Listen here, guys. When I tell you that Snowfall is one of the best TV shows ever created, it's no hyperbole. I'm not exaggerating. Uh, I'm not falsifying information. This is not conjecture. This is not me just shooting off some random shit. No. Snowfall is one of the best shows ever created. If I had to create like a top 10 shows of all time, Snowfall is in like my top 5. Like with Breaking Bad, Prison Break, uh, Game of Thrones, um, The Last of Us has snuck up in that top 5, but that could be revisionist history. So The Last of Us is like a toss up. So I could take The Last of Us. I really could take The Last of Us out and put The Walking Dead in, because those first like 5 to 6 seasons of The Walking Dead, those right up to when Negan killed Glenn and Eugene, the show switched after that. But that was, man, amazing TV, had you locked in the whole time. So The Walking Dead, I put that in there. I'll take The Last of Us out and put The Walking Dead in there. So it's like I said, this is in no particular order except where I'm gonna put Snowfall. Snowfall would be 5. So that's the only one that's a particular order. Everything else is not ordered. Like I said, Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, Prison Break. What was the other show I said? Dang, I just forgot that fast. Breaking Bad, Walking Dead, Prison Break. I forgot my fourth one. But anyway, I'll go. Like I said, I'll go Snowfall. Dude, that ending, that season finale, man, it put me in the mindset of family. And I don't even have personal family members that fell that far from grace. So I won't even say it put me in the mindset of family. It just put me in the mindset of people I grew up with. Grew up with people like that, man. Biggest dope boys in the city, man. Fell from grace, man. Or old heads that I grew up looking at and would think, man, they broke, busted, and disgusted, man. But they were once the top. The top. I can't even, what can I say about that? That says enough, man. How they ended that. Bro, to see Franklin go from one of the brightest kids, one of the biggest hustlers, turn into a savage when he needs to be a savage, still a great businessman. See him go from all of that into a drunk and lose everything he ever had. He had a son out here. He'll never be able to see that son unless he clean himself up. I hope they do a spinoff where he clean himself up. But anyway, if he loses everything, somebody who had everything in the world to nothing, walking the streets, teeth messed up, no good fade, beard all jacked up. I need to go get a shave now, man. I'm starting to get prickly, but like, dude, that was so sad, man. So sad to see Louis on the run, police looking for her. Like, that stuff was sad, man. These people, but then on the flip side, we can say these people got what they deserve because they poisoned their community, right? We can say they got what they deserved. That's crazy, man. It's just Snowfall is great, man. Y'all need to go watch that. If you never watched Snowfall, go back and watch from season 1 to now. People say last season 5, was weird because they were showing tigers and stuff, but I thought it was highly entertaining. It didn't feel like the storyline kept going in that season, but it was very entertaining. Game of Thrones was in my top 5. I'm tripping. I don't know why. I didn't remember Game of Thrones. And it's crazy. I only got one black show in my top 5. We need more great black TV shows. Now, mind you, we got great black sitcoms, but I'm saying like black TV shows that are like Game of Thrones. Can we get a black show like Game of Thrones? Or can we get a black Prison Break? No, you know what? We don't need a black Prison Break. So enough of us in jail as it is. We don't need a black Prison Break. Can we get a black Breaking Bad? Well, you can say Snowfall you can say Snowfall falls into the category of Breaking Bad because Walt Wiseman ended up the same way as he went out the same way as Franklin. The same exact way. God doggone it. Wow. Real time that just hit me. What was my boy nickname? What was Walt nickname? I used to call myself. That was my fantasy football team one year. It was an H word, whatever it was. But he went out just like Saint, man. They went out the same, lost everything, gained all that money, man. All that money, all that power, but greed is a motherfucker, man. Greed is a motherfucker. Greed will ruin anything, man. Greed will ruin your relationship, your marriage, your friendship. It just ruins stuff, man. But when you get that much money, can you say that, like, greed is a part of it? Because, wow, let's really think about this. To gain that much money in life, you have to have a sense of greed. You have to have it. You just have to have it. When you get 40, 50, 100, 200, 500 M's, millions, you have to be a greedy soul. You have to be a greedy soul. But you'll give away money in the process of all that, but like, it's only going to be at your discretion on what you feel and what you deem is worthy of giving this money to. It's crazy. To make that much money, I'm not saying you have to be a selfish person or a bad person, because I don't even think Saint was a bad person. I don't think Walt was a bad person, right? Since we're comparing the two. They weren't bad people because they had their reasoning and their rationality behind everything as to why they were doing what they were doing. You know? But they had that mustard seed size of greed in them, man. They had that in them. And it killed them at the end of it, basically. Well, it didn't kill Saint. I don't want to say Saint is dead, people, but let's be real. If you walking around the streets like that in L.A. at that time when gangbanging was about to become one of the biggest things in the world, you probably died. It wasn't long after that he died, because the story switched early on from Rick Ross, so he wasn't displaying the story of Rick Ross anymore, but the infamous Rick Ross, not Rick Ross the rapper, the infamous Rick Ross. But it was dope seeing the nods to John Singleton, man, or them shooting boys in the hood, all that stuff. They just phenomenal, man. Phenomenal fucking TV show, phenomenal series, phenomenal finale to tie up loose ends by having him go to the same liquor store as when the series started that he was working at, and man, borrowing the same amount of money. Man, it's phenomenal. Phenomenally done. Most because Game of Thrones didn't end like people felt Game of Thrones was a bad ending. People felt Prison Break ended bad. People felt The Sopranos ended bad. Like all these great shows, they always feel like they end bad. But I haven't heard many people say that this show ended bad. They mostly say that they didn't expect it to end like that, and they didn't want to see Saint go out like that. But that's reality of how the dope game works. If you know the dope game, you know the dope game, man. Unless you get out while you up, that's how it go. So last week was eventful, man. So I hope y'all watch Snowfall. If y'all didn't, go check that joint out, man. Go check that joint out. So like I started this episode, I got sidetracked and everything. I started this episode. I wanted to talk about the NBA playoffs because as you see, I need to change it from Lakers to LA Bruns. Cause I really ride with Brun. You know, hey, call me what you want. Call me bandwagon, call me whatever you want, call me nut hugger. Pause. I definitely ain't that. But if that's what you feel I am, hey, call me anything but broke. Huh? That's what you can call me. Anything but broke. But guess what? I ride with Brun. So I need to take LA Brun, put it across there. But you see that's a Lakers hat. And I think it got 17 on him. LA Brun brought one of them to him, I think. He up 2-1. Dylan Brooks poked the damn bear, and goddamn, you got what you asked for, brother. Thank you. You poked the bear, we on your head now, boy. Ja, we on your head, boy. Boy. Y'all, bro. See, look, man, I told y'all. See, at first I said it was going to be a good series. We going to go 6 games. Gentlemen sweep. They out of here in 5 games. Mark my words, they out of here in 5 games. They won't win another game. They won't win another game. We're going to win this next game in LA, and then we're going to come back and dump on their head one more time in Memphis. Knock them off. Matter of fact, I need to try to get me some tickets. I can go to the game in Memphis. I ain't number 4 hours away. I stop in my hometown and go to sleep, but look at him. Look at him, man. You poke the bear. Long as AD play like AD, he play like what Coach Darwin call him? He call him Will Davis. Long as he play like Will Davis, it's over with. Busting these boys up. Boy can't mess with us, man. Dylan Brooks, you average 10 points, bro. Look, I probably couldn't score 2 points on you. So, and I'm talking big shit. Big shit. Couldn't score 2 points on you. But I don't play in the NBA, and I don't claim to be a basketball player. But my boy is an NBA player. He a basketball player. He putting 28 on your head with 9 boards. He putting it on your head, dunking on you, coming down the lane. Boy, look, I'm telling you, we dumping on them boy head, man. It's over with. Gentlemen sweep. 5-1. It may go 6 games, because that game in Memphis, I ain't gonna lie, them boys gonna come out and play hard. But, and I don't think Ja no I don't think Ja no pussy, so Ja ain't gonna go out like that. But it may go 6 games, but I'm saying 5. Gentlemen sweep. Gentlemen sweep. And once we beat y'all, it's over with. We Western Conference Final bound. I'm going to say that. I'm going to keep saying that, keep reiterating that we are Western Conference Finals bound. Once we get there, I don't know what's going to happen because the Suns ain't looking like I thought they were going to look, but they looking good, though. But they ain't looking like I thought they were going to look. It's a little awkward. I don't know. But, I still book is my book that guy and got doggone it. KD is KD. So I can't put that, I can't never say that we'll sweep them, we'll gentlemen sweep them. If anything, it'd be 6, 7 games. But anyway, you Grizzlies in trouble. You in big trouble. You in big trouble. Big trouble. And them Warriors, you in big trouble. Warriors, 2-2. Tied the series with the Kings. I said this series was going to be close. Hey, I toot my own horn, pat myself on the back. Hey, man, sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Hey, Warriors 2-2, they did what I said they were going to do, man. They were going to win each game at home. Now it's up to the Kings. What they going to do, the Kings going to swing back. Are you going to swing back? Are you going to swing back? D'Anthony Fox, Swiper, you got to go crazy. Malik Monk, you got to go crazy. Harrison Barnes, you got to go crazy. Sabonis, you got to go crazy, man. Y'all got to go crazy. Because Steph ain't playing no more. Steph ain't playing fair. Steph is Steph, man. It's like when I talk about Brun. Brun is Brun. Steph is Steph. Steph is Steph. You can say whatever you want about Steph. Skip Bayless love to say Steph don't show up in the fourth quarter. He show up small. Hey, what did he do them first 3 quarters, man? That man been running. It's 12 minutes in a quarter. Is it 12 minutes in a quarter? That man been running for 36 minutes straight. Hey, man, give that man a break. Give him a little, give him a little break. He running. He probably done ran 10, 20 miles in a doggone game. Give him a little break. But Steph is Steph, man. Steph is Steph. Jordan Poole gonna be Jordan Poole and super inconsistent, but when he on, he on. He on. Draymond gonna be Draymond. You're not gonna get over 10 points for Draymond, but everything else he gonna do gonna be super impactful. The guy that owns the company that I play for, he likes to joke with me about Draymond not being a Hall of Famer, but Draymond is a certified Hall of Famer. His antics off the court may be the only thing that stops him from getting in the Hall of Fame. But if it's just up to his basketball play, certified Hall of Famer. And probably the average 10 points his whole career. 10 points, but everything else he did on that team and how much he benefited that team will send him in the Hall of Fame. He's going to be him, man. Clay ain't been the same. He just ain't been the same, man. He ain't been the same, but he's still Clay, though. He's still a nigga that got 60 off of three dribbles. He's still a nigga that got 60 off of 3 dribbles. You somebody like that, bro. You just gotta, hey man. He may not be on today, but I don't trust him. I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself. Then shoot, you just gotta watch the Warriors. The Warriors gonna be the Warriors. So Kings, Monk, Fox, Barnes, Sabonis, y'all gotta come out and get right. I hope y'all ain't betting on anybody who a gambling man. You got your parlays or whatever. Hey man, if it come down to a game 7, do not put your money on them folks. Put your money on the obvious winner, please, because you're gonna lose and you're gonna lose big. This the Heat Buck series, man, it's so crazy to me, man, because Giannis got hurt and the Heat have taken off. And then they lost one of their best players. So you would think Hero would have been more important. Boy, look, boy. I don't know what I thought the Bucks were going. I thought they were going to sweep them. Honestly, that's been my worst prediction so far. But who predicted Giannis getting hurt for 2 games? Who predicted that? Nobody. I'm sure there's no analyst, no nothing in the world that predicted Giannis being hurt for 2 games. So that series is a little crazy right now. But the series that I want to talk about the most, and we're going to move on after I talk about this series, is the Suns and the Clippers. I want to talk about this because, when I said Devin Booker was that guy, one none of them finessing like Book, he's proving me right. He's proving me right. I was putting live statuses and stuff up while the game was going on. Not this last game, the game before that. So I want to say game 3. While game 3 was going on, Book wasn't cooking yet. He was just, I call him cookbook. Cookbook wasn't cooking yet. And I tell him, man, Book, you gotta cook, man. People coming on, ha ha ha, I'm Book. Oh, okay. And get what happened? He dropped 30 something on their head. Come out the next game, drop 30 on their head again. That's what killers do, man. That's what killers do, man. That boy a killer, man. And it ain't and like with me being a LeBron fanatic, man, I'm used to real dominant, like, I'm getting 10 off dunks and fast break points. I ain't used to shooting three, but bro, his game is mid-range, getting to the rack with the layups, floaters, shooting threes. Bro, he got it all. The boy bag huge. Can initiate the offense. He gonna set it up, get KD going. Bro, go either way. Whichever way you need him to go, left hand, right hand. He's the truth, man. And we all know what was Kevin Durant's favorite, what he got in the interview. He said, I'm Kevin Durant. I'm Kevin Durant. We all know who KD is. We know that KD is KD. But Book is Book. Y'all sleeping if you don't think Book, they got to respect Book like they respect KD, man. Book was in them USA Olympic in them practices, dumping on them boys. That boy, the truth, they know about him in the league. It's just the fans don't know about him. The fans don't. He went to a little school in Mississippi. He went to Kentucky and didn't start. Came off the bench, averaged 10 to 15 to 20, between 10 and like 18 points, somewhere in there. He averaged that at Kentucky. Wasn't getting the shine. But since that boy been in that league, he done, y'all sleep. You better get off Jason Tatum nuts. You better get off of Giannis nuts, Luka Doncic's nuts. That boy, the truth. And we will see, because when they get to the Nuggets, because the Nuggets are quietly just putting a beating on the Timberwolves. I think the Timberwolves won game 3. That don't mean shit. They gonna beat them boys. But when they get to the Nuggets, man, you'll see. You'll see who can hold Book. On the Nuggets, who can hold Book. So now, if you're trying to put all your attention on KD, that means Book is, oh man, he gonna cook, man. He gonna cook. They up 3-1. I said it would be a gentleman's sweep. Game 5 it's a wrap. No PG, and now no Kawhi. It's a wrap. That series is over with, done. In the words of my boy Chief Keef, finito. Series is done. Speaking of Kawhi Leonard, man. I seen Stephen A say he's one of the worst superstars ever in the NBA. But really Stephen A took it to sports in general. He just said in sports that Kawhi is one of the worst stars ever. Man, look. You can't, no matter what, man, you can't, your body just gonna give out if it give out, man. Body just gonna give out, man. God made you a certain way, man. God made you. And most of the time when people I said this last week, but most of the time I just don't think most people that talk about like athletes, they aren't built like athletes. So that means they aren't 6'5", they aren't 6'7", they aren't ripped up, they aren't 250 odd muscle. They ain't these things, right? Like, bro, I'm 6'3", 6'4". Bro, my knees hurt, bro. And I don't play a lick of sports, so I can imagine if I played sports, what my knees would feel like, what my ankles would feel like, what my joints and shoulders, if I'm doing this all the time. I can just imagine, man. I don't care. I don't care, man. His health issues, They bother me. They bother me because it's his knees. But dude, he's probably 6'7". And he don't move smooth as he don't look like a Michael Jordan, like a Kobe, like a Steph. These people look smooth when they move. Monte Ellis. They look smooth. Kawhi don't look smooth at all. He just very robotic, get to his spot, do what he do. When he dunked the ball, it ain't no finesse to it. Like I'm bringing it from here, tomahawking, ha. It's just ha, boom, ha, boom. It, bro, he moved too robotic. Something gonna hurt, man. Something gonna hurt. His health issues don't bother me as much. But you wanna know what do bother me? And it makes me think it contributes to his health issue because he got health issues and now he got this whole separate thing outside of his basketball career that I'm sure is messing with his mental, that eventually messes with his physical. So we've heard about his Uncle Dennis. They say his Uncle Dennis is pretty gangster. Pretty gangster. There's some other bad reports about some other family members. I won't read that. But I'm gonna read this Google article. Hoops hype. I just want to read the headline first. Kawhi Leonard's sister sentenced to life for murder. Bro, you are a multi-millionaire, and the headline is your sister is convicted, is sentenced to life in jail, prison for murder. So I'm pretty sure before she got sentenced, he had already been dealing with all this. He been probably paying for lawyers, paying for this, paying. Bro, this is what you have to deal with, man. You don't think that play an issue in what he got going on the court? His off the court issues, family issues, is plaguing his on the court stuff? I think it's very, very much so playing an issue, man. We have I'm not a fan of Kawhi Leonard. I don't like. I hate his game actually, and I hate that people be saying he the LeBron stopper when LeBron dropped buckets on his head. But I feel empathy for the man. Like, dude, you dealing with that? Then your uncle is a shrewd businessman and whatever else he is, and the media is slandering you all the time because you taking games off. You really have started this whole thing about. Start this whole thing about low management. You didn't start it, but you made it big. You made this thing very big. Dude. And your personality is you don't like to talk, but they want you to talk. They want you in front of the camera. They want you to post to make the Clippers look like a great organization. They want you to do all to make New Balance such a great thing. Like you were gonna change the fate of New Balance shoes. Bro, that just ain't man. That ain't my personality, bro. I just want to come play ball and go. I got shit going on off this court. No matter how many M's I'm up, my family going through it, bro. We gotta be. Man, I'm just saying, have a little empathy for the man, bro. Have a little empathy. Show up and do your job. Sometimes it's not easy to do my job when I'm going through stuff like that the world knows nothing about until this article comes out. The world, we knew nothing about this until this article comes out. This article comes out and it says his sister is sentenced to life in prison for murder. It's big. I think somebody else in his family has been sentenced to jail for murder. So this runs in his family. And if I'm wrong, allegedly, let me say that. So I can't get sued. Allegedly, somebody else in his family was convicted of murder. Like, bro, this is a bloodline issue. Like, we need to pray for this man, bro. Pray for his mental health, bro. That's really what we need to pray for. God gonna take care of his body. That battle up here, God ain't gonna get in the way of that. We need to pray for that, man. That's all I'm saying, man. You know. We need to also discuss another pray for somebody. We need to pray for Jim Jones. Jim Jones, you a fucking maniac. You're insane to say Pusha T is not top 50 rappers. And your criteria is fucking dumb. It's fucking dumb. It reminds me of the local dope boy mentality. It just reminds me of the local dope boy mentality. Nobody wants to be like him. Nobody wants to dress like him. Nobody wanted to talk like him. No slang. Nobody wanted to, nobody. Man, bro, that ain't what rap about, bro. That ain't what I ain't never wanted to be like Lupe Fiasco in my life. Never wanted to be like Lupe. I ain't never want to be that smart. No, I'd be able to have all them double entendres. But he is one of the I love Lupe Fiasco music. Love his music. Absolutely love his music. But I didn't want to be like him. Who else? Who else can I say? Q-Tip. I love Q-Tip music. I wanted to be like Q-Tip. You don't have to want to be like somebody for them to be what they actually are, which is top 50 of all time. Q-Tip is unequivocally a top 50 rap artist of all time. Lupe is a top fucking 10 lyricist of all time. You can't take that from Lupe. Kanye is definitely a top 10 artist of all time in any music. You can't take that from him. I love Queen, the band Queen. Freddie Mercury is great, but I've never wanted to be like Freddie Mercury in my life. So what is this qualification? What are these qualifications you talking about, bro? It's just some hood shit. You sound like a hoodlum, which you are a 50-year-old man still playing the hood, bro. Come on, bro. You millions up, bro. What are you still playing the hood for, bro? Makes no sense. So when you applying those hood rules to a broad thing, rap is broad, bro. Saying nobody wanted to be like somebody don't mean they're not top 50. Pusha T is absolutely top 50. Absolutely top 50. Absolutely top 50. So a lot of rappers out here, But we talk about the industry, he is definitely top 50. He may be low top 50. I'm not saying he high top 50. But he may be 30 and under. He may be 45 to 50. But he definitely top 50, bro. Definitely top 50. You not top 50 rappers all the time. I love Ballin'. Ballin' was my joint. No, this. Ballin'. Bro, amazing song. You're not top 50, though. Not in my book. You can't rap. Everything else you may have checked off. Niggas in New York in the hood may want to be like you, my brother. They may want to be like you. They may want to dress like you. They may want to be hood. They may want to claim blood. You know what? It's a million niggas that probably start claiming blood because of you and Lil Wayne in the game. Most of these young niggas now are claiming blood because of y'all. But guess what? That don't mean you a top 50 rapper. That don't mean you're a top 50 rapper. So you meet that, but you don't meet. Your raps ain't Pusha T bars or boy, he rap circle around you. And I can't wait till he actually decide to respond to you. Cause he did it on the slick on an IG post. He did it on the slick. This was super slick what he said. And he was like, stadiums they'll never be in or places they'll never be, some type of thing. But you read between the lines, you know who he's shooting at. Jim, man. Jim, stay off the dope, man. Stay off that weed, man. Vamp life, get you some sleep, brother. How I started this podcast, say you need sleep. Get you some sleep, my brother. Cause you too woke for me, doc. And not woke in a good way. You ain't woke in the black power way. You woke in the dumb way. Man, go get some sleep, bro. Go get some sleep. Talking about this man ain't top 50. Boy, that Mr. Me Too. But a person who went single-handedly, he went at a record label for like 10 years by himself. And then body Drake. What Drake did to Meek Mill, that's what Pusha did to Drake. Like, it went there, bro. Like, he won that battle. He won that war. He won. Got 2 Grammy-nominated albums off that war. Hey, bro, have you ever been nominated for Grammys? That should be a qualification. Have you ever been nominated to be top 50? Do you got Grammy nominations and Grammy wins? Not that people want to be like you. Fucking nut-ass nigga. Hey, I'm just saying, Jim Jones, man, you wrong. I'm sure people have told you wrong. I'm sure Jim Jones won't ever see it, but if you do, oh well. I stay in Mississippi, Jim Jones. Stay in Mississippi. Boosie get more play than you down here, my boy. Boosie, Dave man don't get no play like that in Mississippi. For some odd reason. He don't. But that Cadillac on 22 with that joint. But Webby, Boosie, Gotti, Gucci, OJ the Juice Man. Yeah, man. So in Mississippi, you wouldn't be in the top 50. I don't know. I just pray that you work that out with Pusha, man. You make that right with Pusha, man. I seen on Bradford Club you said that man don't need to call your phone because that ain't the smoke you want. That ain't being a good person, Jim. Be a good person, Jim. Be a good person, man. Just be a good person and talk to him. Talk that out, man. Man, artificial intelligence. This thing is amazing, bro. So I watched a Gary V video. Let me pull it up. Watch the Gary V video on IG, man. Anybody, if you want some good motivation in your life, go to Gary V, man. Gary V, hey, he give you motivation. He like Eric Thomas to me, man. Guaranteed motivation when you watch it. But this is what he said about artificial intelligence.
Everyone's so upset and disappointed they don't know their passion, and I tell them this is the best day of your life.
Wrong video.
I'll tell you exactly how. Ready? I want to write an article about champagne that focuses on the fact that Prosecco from Italy is now a good alternative for a portion of the price. I want you to historically reference other times in history when something was the establishment and a product came along that was equal of quality, but a fraction of the price, and speak to it in a manner that helps people understand that quality of flavor is subjective, but price is not. Enter. So what is it? The prompting. I just wrote a very good article for the London Times about Prosecco and champagne. Something will be outputted, and then I'm going to read it, and I'm going to add 10 more sentences and edit 6 more sentences. So the creativity of the writer and the ability of the editor becomes a new form of a human being. I just literally talked out to you.
Bro, everybody is up in arms about artificial intelligence, Chat GPT, and all these things that's coming out. I know if you got Snapchat, they got the AI on Snapchat now. Bro, listen, man. if you really pay attention to how he just described that, AI is gonna be great, man. It's gonna be bad for a while, and it's gonna take some creativity from people and actual knowledgeable skills. It's gonna take a lot of that from people, right? But the good people, just like the good people who are, man, it's like the people who are great at YouTube or great at social media, they're great at editing videos, they're great at things. Those people rise to the top because they know what the fuck they're doing. So if you got ChatGPT and you like he just described with this prompt, you give them so much information on your prompt that it's like you basically, in a sense, without doing the research, you wrote this article. Then especially if you go back and change, you add 10 sentences like he said, and you change, let's take it up a little more. You change 10 sentences. You change 10 sentences around. Or more, 20 sentences. You change 20 sentences around. You just change the structure of them, the format of them. You wrote the article in a sense, man. It's like ghostwriting. I can write this whole verse. You can come maneuver stuff how you want to. But guess who? I still need my credit as a writer on this song. Same thing, man. AI I think it's gonna be great, man. When I think about it, because we had a conversation about this Thursday night. Matter of fact, this was crazy. After the gig, we were talking about AI. I was like, man, AI is getting crazy because I had seen a video where they were saying like, it possibly by the end of this year, that like if you've been a person that's been recording your parents or friends or whatever, let's say parents, you've been recording your friends most of your life, you got a lot of pictures of them, you got all this stuff that like if they were to pass away, it'll be like they never left because AI will be able to generate stuff for them. You'll be able to see them, you'll be able to talk to them, all this stuff. So that part is scary for me. That part of AI is scary. But like the part that like typing in, bro, that's beautiful to be able to have that, man. But it's gonna be great for the people who know how to maneuver it. It's the same way of people who get all these views and stuff. They know how to maneuver this. They know the ins and outs. And if you know the ins and outs of that software, of that AI, it's gonna be great for you, man. It's gonna be great. It'll pay off for you. It'll be amazing. So I don't think we need to worry about AI as much right now. But that stuff that deals with the people passing away, that's scary. That's scary. And then if we get some I Am Robot stuff, that's scary too. But what it is right now, I think we've been since you've had an iPhone and Siri has been around, we've been dealing with artificial intelligence. No need to get no need to get upset, man. No need to get upset. But one more thing before I get out of here that I want to discuss, because it's funny as jacks to me, and I think I saved it. Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is the greatest instigator I ever seen in my life, especially when it comes to aliens. He's the greatest instigator in my life. So he posted a clip from the U.S. News that says, Space Force boss acknowledges the U.S. will begin facing threats outside of Earth. This is definitely not a conspiracy theory. Space Force confirmed a chilling fear in the U.S. government. Dude, I can't wait. I can't wait. I cannot wait till an alien come and fuck some shit up. Yes, I said that on purpose. I cussed on purpose. I want that to be understood because it's gonna prove everybody wrong that's been talking about aliens aren't real. We don't have to deal with. Bro, these folks are gonna come and jack stuff up, man. What we gonna do? How we gonna defend from this? What weapons we got to defeat aliens? Cause that 50 cal ain't gonna do it. That 50 cal ain't gonna do it, cuz them 223s ain't gonna do it, dog. Them ballistic, hey, we need some, yeah. We need some of them things, yeah. Hey man. Hey man, we are officially in that time. Election season is about to pop off. Donald Trump is back out in these streets going crazy. Joe Biden talking about running for re-election. Hey man, election time is next year. The campaign trail is about to start probably in July, September, something around that. Campaign trails are gonna start. This was announced just in time. Get everybody in uproar. I hate to even report on it, but guess what? It's time. It's time, man. It is time. This has been another episode of Scatterbrain, the Ray Bradford podcast. Man, thank y'all for listening, man. Keep growing with me, man. If you see anything you think I need to work on, you let me know. Like I say, man, whatever that I can, I just want you involved, want you interested, man. So if you see what I can grow on, you let me know. Keep liking, subscribe, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend so they can tell a friend. Honestly, man, keep cooking that link tree. Go stream the music. Go run the numbers up on the videos. Go download the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts at, except for iHeart. For some reason, I haven't sat down and put it on iHeart. But wherever you listen to podcasts, go listen to that. We love you, man. So like I always say, go find your mama, your daddy, your grandmama, your granddaddy, your uncle, your auntie, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your friend, your son, your daughter, your niece, your nephew, your grandbaby, your granddaughter, your grandson, your great niece, your great nephew, whatever it is. Go find them, hug them, tell them you love them. Life is beautiful. Praying for all my friends my musician friends that's going through it. Praying for Sean Martin from afar. Hey man, we love y'all. Be safe.